Did you know that the world is full of incredible secrets and mind-blowing facts just waiting to be discovered? Today we're diving deep into 10 of the most interesting facts about our amazing planet. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for number 1, it's a real shocker. Let's start with number 10. Have you ever wondered what the quietest place on Earth is? It's a room at Microsoft's headquarters in Washington State. It's an anechoic chamber, which means it absorbs over 99.99% of sound. It's so quiet that you can hear your own heartbeat, your lungs, and even the gurgling of your stomach. People can't stand being in there for more than 45 minutes because the absolute silence starts to become maddening. Imagine hearing your own body working in perfect clarity. It's a sensory experience unlike any other. The silence is so profound that it creates a sense of unease, almost like your ears are searching for a sound that isn't there. This room holds the Guinness World Record for the quietest place on Earth, and it's used to test audio equipment from microphones to headphones, ensuring they capture or produce the purest sound possible. Coming in at number 9, let's talk about bananas. You probably think of them as fruits that grow on trees, right? Well, plot twist. Bananas are technically berries, and they grow on plants that are giant herbaceous flowering plants, not trees. A tree has a woody trunk, but a banana plant's trunk is actually a pseudostem made of tightly rolled leaf sheaths. What's even crazier is that a banana plant only fruits once in its lifetime after producing a bunch of bananas. The main stem dies, but new shoots called suckers grow from the base, allowing the plant to continue propagating. And if that's not enough to blow your mind, consider this. Strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries aren't technically berries at all in the botanical sense. A true berry, like a grape or a banana, develops from a single ovary. It is one of those fun botanical quirks that turns everything we thought we knew about fruit on its head. For our 8th fact, we're heading to the ocean. The ocean is vast and mysterious, and we've explored less than 5% of it. But did you know that the ocean's deepest point, the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench, is so deep that if you place Mount Everest at the bottom, its peak would still be over a mile underwater? The pressure down there is over 1,000 times the standard atmospheric pressure at sea level. It's equivalent to having 50 jumbo jets piled on top of you. Despite these extreme conditions, life still finds a way. Scientists have discovered unique species like the Mariana snailfish, which has a soft, translucent body that can withstand the crushing pressure. Exploring these depths is like exploring another planet, with new discoveries being made all the time, challenging our understanding of where life can exist. Next up at number 7 is a fact about time itself. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, lived closer in time to the first iPhone than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid was built around 2560 BC. Cleopatra lived around 30 BC. The iPhone was released in 2007. This means the pyramids were already ancient history, over 2,500 years old, by the time Cleopatra was in power. But she lived just over 2,000 years before the iPhone came out. It's a staggering thought that really puts the vastness of human history into perspective. We tend to lump ancient history together, but civilizations rose and fell over millennia. The world of the pyramid builders would have been as mysterious and ancient to Cleopatra as her world is to us. At number 6, let's look up at the stars. Did you know that there are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way galaxy? NASA estimates there are between 100 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy. That's an astronomical number, almost impossible to comprehend. However, a 2015 study published in the journal Nature estimated that there are over 3 trillion trees on our planet. That's right, trillion with a T. It's an incredible testament to the sheer abundance of life on Earth. While we often feel small looking up at the night sky, it is humbling to remember that our own planet hosts a biological network so vast it outnumbers the stars in our cosmic neighborhood. It also highlights just how vital it is to protect our forests, which are home to this incredible number of trees. Halfway through our list, at number 5, we have a fact that sounds like it's from a sci-fi movie. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. How is that even possible? It all comes down to rotation and orbit. Venus spins on its axis incredibly slowly. It takes about 243 Earth days for Venus to complete one full rotation. However, it only takes about 225 Earth days for Venus to complete one orbit around the Sun, so its day is longer than its year. To make things even weirder, Venus rotates backward compared to most other planets in our solar system. This means that on Venus, the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east. The reasons for this slow retrograde rotation are still debated by scientists, with theories ranging from a massive collision in its path to atmospheric tides. Flying in at number 4 is a fact about our feathered friends. Pigeons have an incredible ability to find their way home from hundreds, even thousands of miles away. This homing ability is so reliable that they were used to carry messages during wars, including World War I and II. Some of these pigeons became war heroes, saving lives by delivering crucial information across enemy lines. Scientists believe they use a combination of methods to navigate, including the Earth's magnetic field, the position of the Sun, and even low-frequency sound waves. They essentially have a built-in GPS. They can even recognize individual human faces and are one of the few species to pass the mirror test, meaning they can recognize their own reflection. So next time you see a pigeon, remember you're looking at a highly intelligent and navigationally gifted creature. Our third most interesting fact takes us to the land of fire and ice. Iceland is one of the most volcanically active places on Earth, and it's also covered in glaciers. This unique combination of fire and ice means that almost 100% of Iceland's electricity and heating comes from renewable energy sources. About 75% of their electricity is generated by hydropower thanks to the glacial rivers, and 25% comes from geothermal energy, tapping into the volcanic heat right beneath their feet. Reykjavik is one of the cleanest, greenest cities in the world. Iceland is a real-world example of how a country can harness its natural environment to create a sustainable energy system. It's a powerful model for the rest of the world as we look for ways to transition away from fossil fuels. We're almost at the top. At number 2, let's talk about the human body. You are a walking, talking ecosystem. The number of bacteria living in and on your body is estimated to be around 39 trillion, which outnumbers your own human cells, estimated at around 30 trillion. So you're technically more microbe than human, but don't worry, most of these bacteria are good for you. They make up your microbiome and play a crucial role in digestion, immune function, and even your mood. This symbiotic relationship is essential for our health. Each person's microbiome is unique, like a fingerprint. It's a reminder that we're not just individuals, but entire communities of life working together. The study of the microbiome is a new and exciting field of science, and we're just beginning to understand its full impact on our well-being. And now for the number 1 most interesting fact about the world. Are you ready for this? It's about something we see every day: color. The color blue is surprisingly rare in nature. Think about it, there are very few truly blue animals or plants. Blue jays and blue butterflies aren't blue because of pigment. Their color is structural. Their feathers or wings have microscopic structures that scatter light in a way that makes them appear blue. It's an illusion. The same goes for blue eyes in humans. There's no blue pigment, just a lack of melanin that causes light to scatter. Most blue flowers get their color from a complex mix of red pigments called anthocyanins, modified by pH levels and other molecules. A true blue pigment is almost non-existent in the natural world. So when you see something that's genuinely blue, it's a special and rare phenomenon. It makes you look at the world a little differently, doesn't it? So there you have it, 10 mind-blowing facts that show just how weird and wonderful our world truly is. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this journey through some of the world's most fascinating secrets, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.